Okay, I'm at Hoover Dam on the downhill side, the west side. I think I'm technically in Arizona though, even though I parked in Nevada. In fact, well, that parking garage, that's where I parked. So yeah, I walked all the way over here. So if anybody asks, I walked all the way across the Colorado River and I didn't get wet. It's a miracle. Anyway. There's all the cool buildings besides just the dam here. Fortunately, they're not letting us take the full tours today because they're working on the elevators. The elevators are officially down. Won't even give us an ETA because they don't want people whining if they give us an ETA and then it turns out they're behind schedule. It's a nice day though. It rained this morning. Wow. Excuse me. Wow. Yeah. There's the little concrete dams over there to catch the loose rock from falling down, hitting people on the head. Details. So it's officially a little after 10 a.m. right now. The funny part is Arizona and Nevada are in different time zones, but long story short, Nevada I think is on standard or daylight saving time. Arizona's on standard time, so actually this time of year they're the same time. It's kind of messed up. That's the highway bridge up there. All sorts of big pieces of equipment down there. Definitely be nice to go down there and take the full tour so I know what I'm looking at. Oh well. You can tell how it's sunny on the right, the north, and then, you know, in the shade on the left, the south. So gives you an idea where the sun is right now. I think it's March 21st, 2023. So it's late winter, early spring, something like that. Oh wow, it's a long way down. Holding up my camera for dear life. Notice the color of the rock, how it's kind of redder and then browner up on top. There's like these diagonal veins through there. So this obviously very multiple layers in the rock here. Notice this is a road bridge, but they got sidewalks on both sides. I'm glad they did that. Some dams I've been on are a lot narrower on the top. It's kind of creepy. Oh, I thought this was a window. This is open. Alrighty then. I got here early to meet the crowds, but I guess it didn't work out that well. Still a bit of a crowd. What I should have done was skip the tour of the dam since they're not offering the rail tours. I should have just walked up here for free and really beat the crowds, but I still would have had to pay $10 for parking unless I walked from the trailhead where the railroad, the abandoned railroad. Oh well. There's even a good time-lapse video in there showing how it was built in like these blocks, these rectangular blocks. It's not like they poured it as one big object. That would have been unmanageable because they had to manage the, when you pour liquid concrete or slurry, whatever you call it, and let it harden, it gives off heat. So long story short, they had to have like cooling tubes through it so it would cool down in a reasonable time, stuff like that. It's really cool to see how it was built. What are that videos on the internet? Any actual workers down there, that'd be kind of neat. Yeah, I don't see anybody down there. Taking notes. There's an outhouse down there. With all this fancy engineering, they couldn't put in a restroom. Alright. It's only taking me about 8 minutes to walk across the top of the dam. Obviously, I'm taking my time to take in the view here. I didn't think to ask. They were talking about how dangerous it was to build this thing. Originally, they weren't even issued hard hats. They took baseball caps and dipped them in I think they said tar, just to sort of make their own little homemade, what's it called? Homemade hard hats. But eventually, they got issued real hard hats. I think they said this was like the first construction site where the workers were actually issued hard hats. If I understood what the tour guide said. There goes a bird. Wow. Not sure what kind of bird that is. Pretty sure it's a word though. Yeah. But it's really cool how the tunnels they go in here, they're back in the solid rock, so you can't tell where the tunnels are. I know a lot of them actually go around the dam. Like the big divert tunnels, there were 4 of them, 2 on each side, that went all the way around this permanent dam and the temporary dam so that they could build the permanent dam. They said there were 2 temporary dams at least. The upper one, so they could build the dam, and then the lower one, I think that just... Basically, they had to make, where they built the permanent dam, they had to drain away all the water so they could scoop up all the loose gravel and stuff. Because they got this dam built on no public access. It's funny, there's a lock on that gate, but it's only waist high. Anybody could hop right over it. But yeah, considering where we are, I better not try it. Anyway. Okay. So there we are. There's the west side of Hoover Dam.